Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to this week's Tuesday tip. And today, what I really wanted to talk about is one of the options when it comes to shingle roofing. And it's one of the things that really is a standard practice for us here at Kanga Roof, and it's part of our 11-step Rhino installation system. That's our way to ensure that every single time we install a shingle roof, it's done properly for you. But specifically, what we're going to talk about are the valleys on a roof. Okay. And for those of you who might not know exactly what a valley is, that's where two planes of the roof come together on an inside corner. Okay. And the big thing I want to start with is talking about what you shouldn't do. And what that is we don't want a woven valley. And what you'll see here in these next couple photos are some prime examples of it. Now, this is really something that we see a lot of DIYers do. It was a common practice 20, 30 years ago and older. But what over time everyone has learned is that a woven valley is very problematic, especially up here in the northern climates where we get a lot of snow and ice. Because any type of debris or moisture that hangs out on the roof, God forbid any ice that builds, it creates an atmosphere that allows that moisture to back up underneath those shingles, break them open, and ultimately allow for water penetration into the home. So, big thing is, nowadays we never do a woven valley on a roof. And if you see it on your home, that's actually a repair we can do, especially if your roof looks good. You can have your valley replaced and move to one of the two options we're going to talk about. Which is the first one is going to be a cut valley, and the other one's going to be a open valley. And the first one, the cut valley that you'll see here, this is the norm. If you go on to CertainTeed's website, if you go through our Rhino roofing system, if you go to any other shingle manufacturer's website and study their installation manuals, they're going to tell you this is how they expect their shingle systems to be installed. Okay, and the key here is you got to put your ice and water shield up the valley, right? Not just at the eaves, but up the valley as well. And in this scenario, what you're actually going to do is you're going to run the shingles up and across the valley, and then on the opposite plane, when they come back down and across, you're not actually going to adhere them back across the valley. You're going to cut them, and you'll see here in this photo, gives a great example, and it allows for proper diversion of the water to where we want it to get to. Because ultimately, as we've talked about before, shingles are not a waterproof system. It's a water shedding system. So we want to divert that water to where we want it to get to. In most cases, that's going to be to the gutter system. The other option that you're going to see is a open valley. And you'll see a photo of it here. Now, open valleys, depending on the style of shingle, may be a requirement. Some of your high-end designer shingles actually mandate a open metal valley for your roofing system. In other scenarios too, if you have a very extreme pitch to your roof, it can also, even with a standard dimensional shingle or a 3-tab, it can dictate that we have to do an open valley, and specifically an open metal valley. The perks to it is really, first and foremost, it's metal. It's not going to wear out, right? Even from the UV rays and everything else, that metal doesn't break down the way an asphalt shingle does. And that's really fundamentally the beauty of it, or the strength of it. You will often see homeowners choose to elect to have this done as a designer option. Especially you'll see it sometimes with like a copper or even a high gloss copper aluminum, so where the aluminum's painted to look like copper. It becomes a really wonderful accent feature on a lot of homes that can give it a real designer look without breaking the bank. So hopefully you learned a little bit about valleys today. If you see that your home is done improperly, hey, give us a call. Our service technicians would love to help you with that. It's a very easy repair. It's something we do every single day. If you have one of the two other options, or you're interested in it and you were thinking about doing a roof replacement, same thing. We'd love to help you with it. I hope you learned a little something today. I hope you all remember to take care, continue to hop to it out there, and look forward to talking to you next week.